Yo, welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood via mystical illuminations. Happy spiritual Saturday. So I am going live on Instagram today again, YouTube, because it was a good time last time. So that part, I'm gonna try something new next week, but I don't have time for that shit today. So welcome Tony. Happy spiritual Saturday. Welcome my world. Happy spiritual Saturday. I did my spiritual Saturday live last week, and so I'm gonna do it live this week. We up. We definitely up. Welcome. So I'm gonna give you guys today's agenda. Stick around if you want to. Don't stick around if you don't want to. It'll be on motherfucking YouTube once I finish getting it uploaded. I got 71% on my phone today, so hopefully it won't die on a bitch today, but it be like that. What's poppin', Universal Bunny? Happy spiritual Saturday. I'm doing my spiritual Saturday live again today. So today's agenda is, you already know, we're gonna do a spiritual check-in. We're going to do BBC, and then we're going to do a tarot guidance counseling. I kind of got a message for you hoes today. I got it while I was driving to Myrtle Beach. I got a lot of messages while I was driving to Myrtle Beach. So one of the ones I wanted to share is, we're going to talk about the whole armor of God today. We're going to talk about putting on, living in, driving in, sleeping in, the whole armor of God. But before we do anything, I want to set the vibe, but I'm not going to set the vibe because I don't want to get us kicked off on old platforms. But if you want to, check out the neighborhood if you want the vibe. If you're wondering, I got a face mask on. Saturdays is my get my fucking life together day. I work on Saturdays, most Saturdays. So most Saturdays I do some type of self-care routine. This is a mud mask. So that part. All right. So for today's spiritual check-in, my question to you is, name one thing that you love about yourself. Name one thing that you love about yourself. Um, so a little backdrop. So at my job, I'm an ambassador for an intern group, and in order to get into my program, you have to submit an application, fill out the information, and then send the information back to me, and then you get full access passes to my program or whatever. And one of the questions on the application is, um, what's one thing that you love about yourself? I was telling a young man yesterday that we don't spend enough time praising ourselves. When we get we don't feel, most times we don't fill our own cups. And when we rely on other people to fill our cups, then those very same people can get tired of filling our cups, could simply forget to fill our cups, and we're left feeling less than. And I'm not really with that shit. All of my source comes from source. All of my energy comes from source. All of me comes from source. It's when we begin to look for the things that should nourish us. And all of my nourishment should come from me, and all of my nourishment should come from source. I think it's when we begin to look for our nourishment outside of ourselves, that's when codependency starts. That's when low self-esteem starts. That's when anxiety starts. That's when all of the things starts. Because what if that person forgets? Or what if the thing that is outside of us is taken away? I was talking to a young lady. She's in law school, and she was having an issue because she got a B minus. She, and I told her, one of my things, especially about law and law school, is a lot of people, especially with spirituality, was popping new age job. We're doing spiritual Saturday. I'm just doing the spiritual check-in, and then I'm going to talk about the whole armor of God, and then I'm going to talk about and then I'm going to do BBC, and then I'm going to do the spiritual guidance, the spiritual tarot guidance counseling. But the spiritual check-in today is name one thing you love about yourself. And essentially, I asked that question because we don't nourish ourselves enough. When we get our nourishments from outside of ourselves, we have issues. We create codependent situations and attitudes. And so this is just a little reminder or a piece of hope to to teach you or help remind you to gas yourself up. Gas yourself up. Like Drake say, don't come around trying to gas me up. I like running on E. Cause when you gas yourself up, when somebody else gas you, it only adds fuel to your flame. You're not dependent or contingent upon it. And that's another thing too. When so what I was saying was, like the young lady, she got to be in law school, and I had to have the conversation with her, like, listen, I'm a lawyer, or I have a law degree, but that's not who I am. It's a part of me. And Ja or Janice, when we talk about the our tool belt, because I saw in y'all new video, if y'all haven't checked out Ja's video about the services she offered, New Age Ja, check her out on motherfucking YouTube. She has her own YouTube. She has her own, and she's on Mystical Illuminations. But she talked about the tools in her tool belt. And so all of the things, like I told her, being a lawyer wasn't who she was. It was a part of her. A lot of people become things that can be taken away from them. A lot of things are being led. A lot of people are led and guided by things that could be taken away from them. So my goal here in this question is to remind you to not be nourished from the outside, to not let the outside make you who you are, and know that you are who you are despite anything else. So the spiritual check-in is, what's one thing you love about yourself? And I'll give you mine. Josh said, my favorite thing about myself is my resilience. I love that. I love that. She said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Listen, having resilience, people think having resilience is like one of the easiest things ever in life, but it's not. Like, resilience is sometimes staying down and then getting back up when you're ready. People think when you're resilient, you just get knocked down and you get right back up. Sometimes some shit knocked the wind out of you. But resilience is, no matter how long you've been down, getting back up and knowing that you can and you will keep going. Mine is my joy. And I said that yesterday when I was talking to the young kids. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me, so the world can't take it away. I feel like I allowed somebody or the world to take my joy before. And I didn't, it's like, it crept up like a thief in the night. I didn't know my joy had been snatched away from me until I became joyous again. And so now I protect my joy and I protect my peace. What's poppin', 7? Happy spiritual Saturdays. Okay, good night. But before you go, remember, today's spiritual check-in is tell yourself one thing you love about yourself. So good night, sunshine. I'll have this on YouTube so you can watch it. What's poppin', Jet Set? We're doing a spiritual check-in. A spiritual check-in today is name one thing that you love about yourself. Okay, so there's that. So mine is my joy. So really quickly, I want to talk to you guys about the whole armor of God. So I always like the theme or the idea of slow and steady wins the race has been a perpetual thought in my mind. So I'm driving to Myrtle Beach. I'm hustling, trying to get to Myrtle Beach, and it's a 2-lane highway. And so cars are going this way and cars are going this way. So with 2-lane highways, the issue is you can only go so fast. You can only go as fast as the person in front of you. And so I'm driving, and so we're in a mountainous terrain. We're in a mountainous like area. So a lot of times, if you know anything about mountainous areas, there's a lot that you can't see coming, and there's a lot that you can't see going, because the mountains create an optical illusion. So there's that feat. So we're driving down this highway, and the man behind me, he rushing. He is trying to get. First off, we're in the middle of nowhere, so I like to say getting nowhere fast. He rushing and he blowing his horn at me, and I'm just cruising. I'm doing like 40 miles an hour. I'm like, whatever. Because he can't see what I see. He doesn't see what's in front of me. He thinks he can see, maybe, you know how sometimes you can look through somebody's car and be like, oh, I see what's in front of me. He thought he could see what was in front of me, but what he couldn't see, what was on the side of us. Because of the mountains, he couldn't see the optical illusions, and he couldn't see the cars several spots in front of me. So he didn't know the reason why we were going slow, but he was rushing. So in his rush, he hopped over to the left lane, And what he didn't see was another car coming, and the car in front of me being so slow that I was going slow because the cars in front of us were going slow. So what he did was he took himself out of safety because I was properly guiding him. Because he couldn't see, so I was his eyes for him, but he didn't know I was his eyes for him. He took himself out of safety, put himself in harm's way just to get back to the very place that he was. And I think of God like that. I think when we try to speed up the processes, when we try to go in life, like we take ourselves out of the armor of God, I think of myself as that car. I think of my car as God. Not that I am God, but in this, and just to give you to add some gumption to that illustration, that's how God is with us. God, it's a lot of things that happen to us in life. It's a lot of things that we go to. It's a lot of things that we grow through, and we don't know why we going slow. We have no clue. We like, God, I really want to get there fast. I got somewhere to go, and you really slowing me down. I don't know. Why are you going so slow? Let me get out of your armor. Let me get out of your grace. Let me get out of your protection and go my own way. But the thing is, when we go our own way, we are no longer covered in his armor. We're no longer covered in his grace. So anything that's in that second lane, because we decided that God wasn't moving fast enough for us, because we thought his armor was too heavy, or it wasn't what we wanted, or he didn't know what he was doing, we decided to jump on out in that water and possibly get knocked off. By the grace of God, this man got some sense, because he just in the nick of time, he jumped right back over. But sometimes it's not just in the nick of time. Sometimes we hop out of the armor of God, and as soon as we hop out, we get knocked off head first. And so that just made me think. That just made me really sit and be like, okay, so that's what God doing. Like, so let me really slow down, because sometimes God sees things that we don't see. Not sometimes, all the times God sees things that we don't see. And I hear that a lot, but actually driving in that, it made it more real to me. It was just like, oh, God sees things that I can't see. I be so itching and ready to go, but sometimes he's making sure that another car passes by so I have safe passage. Or sometimes he's slowing me down on purpose, because had I been in the spot that I wanted to be in, I would have been in an accident. Because very often what would happen is, like, I get further up the road and ask why we are going so slow, and somebody been and got in a car accident. And that could have been me, but I was covered in the armor of God. Hello, somebody. So I implore you, as you grow, as we are in this season right now, like, whatever slows you down, go with it. If you're not where you want to be, go with it, because you don't want to mistakenly hop out of God's covering. Because when you hop out of God's covering, you in these streets. And listen, these streets don't give a fuck about nobody. None. Not even a little bitty piece of you. Nobody in the streets don't give a fuck about you. But God, he slowed you down on purpose. God, he kept you on purpose. God made you take that left turn instead of that right turn on purpose. You mad because it's going to take you a little bit longer. But what you don't know is, had you taken that fucking left turn, you'd have been on a head-on. You would have been in a head-on collision, and you would have been dead. And you would have never made it to the destination that you was going to. So make sure you always covered in the armor of God. The armor of God is heavy. It slows you down on purpose. It slows you down to protect you. Slow and steady wins the race. A lot of people be in a rush to get to where they're going, and a lot of people jump out of God's will and God's purpose because it's taking too long. If I do it God's way, I'm not going to get there at the same time, but when you get there, you're done. Shout out to LaToya Oki. When you get there, you're done. So I'm not going to rush. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy the scenery. I'm going to smell the roses, because that's what God wanted me to do, because I'm covered in his armor. I know I believe in God. I trust in God, and I believe in the plans that he has for me. I trust him. So the people behind me didn't know me, so they didn't trust me. So they just thought I was some willy-nilly bitch that was just being stupid. But nah, I was actually protecting you. I was driving slow enough that you had a cushion of space if something did happen, because I have that in my brain. I was watching out for you. I knew you couldn't go any further. I didn't speed up. I didn't lie to you. But people don't want that. People don't want to take their time. People want what they want when they want it, and not when God told them to have it. The message is God's will be done. Not my will, not your will, not Susie or Mary Jo will. God's will be done. And as long as you're doing his will, you covered. You covered in his glory. You covered in his grace. And if you're not, you're not. But let me tell you, and you gotta have friends and family who fucking jump out from under that cover. And let me tell you, you let them hoes jump. You pray for them. Pray for them. Be like, whoo, I hope they jump back under this covering for that car come, bitch. That's all you do. But you don't chase nobody who motherfucking, would you leave the covering for a motherfucker who don't have covering? Absolutely not. Y'all gonna leave your uncovered. I'm gonna be like, would you look at that? Would you look at that? This motherfucker nuts. You can tell he ain't got no God in his life, so cover yourself in the armor of God and don't question what he does. Understand it's his will, not your will, universe's will. Whatever you do or don't believe in, that's on you, baby. That's on you, baby. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm just telling you what the fuck I'm telling you. So I just wanted to talk to y'all really quickly about the armor of God and what it looked like in that example. And so understand when things aren't going your way, when you're frustrated, when something looks like something it made, and that also showed me things are not as they appear, because that man, it appeared to that man that I was the fuck up, when really it was things that out of my control that had me going. And so things are not always as they appear. Just slow down so that you can safely get to your destination and get from there and back. Keep yourself covered in the armor of God, because if you don't keep yourself covered in the armor of God, like, can't nobody beat the armor of God. He made this world. But if you're not in that, you're not safe. You're not protected. Take your time. Don't rush, especially in this astrological climate, especially in the energy of people who don't know what's going on in the world. Listen, it's some motherfuckers who can't drive. God knows it's some motherfuckers who can't drive. You going slow. You late for work because God knew had you been on the road, you'd have been in an accident. You didn't get that position because had you got that position, you didn't know the person before you fucked that up, so you would have caught the flack for the shit that they did, and you probably would have been in jail. You didn't have that kid because you was in that abusive relationship, and that kid would have been abused just like you, and that kid didn't deserve that. You didn't get that meal because had you eaten, it would have poisoned you. That friend left you because you didn't know that they was fucking your man, and you would have never found out, but God knew. Hello, somebody. But I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. People, we be trying to hold on to things that don't have us in the covering, and then we get pulled out of the cover. And we be like, God, I'm a good person. God, I did everything you said you did, but you also followed a person who wasn't following me. So now you get the repercussions of their actions, even though you did everything you were supposed to do. God funny like that. All right, so BBC conversations. I don't really got nothing really basic, bitch, to talk about at all this week. I ain't been watching TV. I've been crazy busy. My house looked like a pigsty. I really need to get my shit together. I need to get my money together. I got a bad habit, so I'm gonna confess to y'all. I have a horrible habit. So like once a month, I just like I'm not celibate, but I'm gonna go ahead and say my husband lives in another state. So I can't fuck. I don't fuck. So I had this bad habit. I like to smoke weed, but I ain't been smoking. I just been eating edibles because I be trying to stay away from the tobacco or whatever. So one of the bad habits I have is when I masturbate, I like to smoke Black and Milds. So I smoke like if I masturbate 5 times a day, I'll go through at least 2 Black and Milds. Welcome to Spiritual Saturday. We having basic bitch conversations right now. Then we're gonna have a tarot guidance counseling session. Stick around if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. So while I'm masturbating, I smoke these Blacks. I used to smoke Blacks a lot. One of my exes, he was just like, he hated that shit. So, but I don't smoke them. I used to smoke them every day. I stopped smoking them every day. Then I used to smoke more when I masturbated. So I got lower. I stopped smoking them like that. But like, I keep telling myself I'm gonna stop. But I'm a pervert and I really love to smoke and masturbate. So every time I do this shit, it make my head hurt. Like I always feel crummy afterwards. Like I already know, and I always feel drained. But like that's like one of the only ways I could really relax and masturbate, because random BBC conversation, like a lot of women don't know, in order to really have a good orgasm, to catch that good nut, you got to be mentally relaxed as well. You can't be thinking about nothing else. I was listening to somebody, or I was watching somebody. It might have been a guy, the Ascending Sun, or something I reposted on Instagram. But like a woman can only catch that hard nut, that really good life shaking exorcist nut, when he or she isn't thinking about anything, when they're allowing themselves to feel pleasure. A lot of women don't really allow themselves to feel pleasure, because when you catch that good nut, like you have literally let every inhibition that you go to really live in that moment and have that sensation, to feel that sensation. So a lot of women never fully achieve orgasm. A lot of women think that's because of the man, which it is, but it's not because of his dick size. It's because of the security that you feel with him and the ability to relax and release. We be so uptight. We be so in our head while we fucking, like, is my fat showing? Or like, does my pussy feel good? Or does it smell good? Or is it wet enough? We be all in our head. So we need a person that makes us feel like we are perfect. No matter how many fat rolls we got. No matter what our pussy do or don't smell like. Because we human, you know what I'm saying? And then when we have that type of relaxation, then we can catch that nut. Then we can squirt, bitch. And if you ain't never squirted, I think everybody can, but everybody doesn't know how to allow themselves to fucking rest like that. That's why a lot of times you see people squirt when they like on drugs or some shit, because drugs take all your inhibitions away. It'd be like, I don't even know that, like, I just want to feel good. That's why people take X and shit like that, because it allows them to escape reality. If you can learn how to escape reality without drugs, man, you have unlocked the key. That's really major key alert, my friend. And so, like, just for instance, my husband, the first time that I ever had sex with him, I didn't know if I could fucking relax, but I actually felt like he made me feel like I wanted to go get some butter for my rolls so that nigga could lick them bitches off. Oh my God. Like, I felt safe and good, so we didn't get the fuck like we needed to. But next time, like, bitch, we gonna be fucking for like at least 3 days straight, and I'm gonna be out of water. I'm gonna just drink water so I can squirt all on this nigga face. I'm gonna drown it. How did your husband die, ma'am? In my pussy. In my pussy. He went happy. I can tell you that. He put up a good fight of fate. I can tell you that. But it's little things like that. It's little things like that that I think about. So one, like, men, if you watching, the key to orgasm is not the dick or the stroke. That is a factor, though. It is a factor, but it's your woman's ability. She said, I have no idea what I pulled up, but I'm here for it. What's up, dear Beth? It's Spiritual Saturday. I'm a crazy ass bitch. And so I talk about random things on Spiritual Saturday. On Spiritual Saturday, I follow my spirit. I kind of have an agenda, so I do like a mental health or a spiritual check-in. I do a spiritual check-in, and that's so the spiritual check-in today. And you participate out loud or on a piece of paper. But what's one thing that you love about yourself? Oh, yes. Hold on, I'm going to read that, what Josh said. What's one thing you love about yourself? I talked about keeping yourself in the armor of God. So there's that. So you always want to keep yourself in the armor of God, because if you haven't, or whatever you believe in, if you don't believe in God, we put ourselves in harm's way. Slow and steady wins the race. Just remember to go slow, and remember everything happens for a reason if you don't believe in God. And then we do BBC. So BBC is what I call basic bitch conversation. So we just talk about anything anything that's anything. Men, women, anybody could join. So that's what you walked in on. And Josh said it's the pussy pad for me. The little padding of fat above the dick area. Oh, I can suck. Listen, Josh, I can suck on that shit like a lollipop. Like it right because it's thick enough. Ah! Oh, I love you. That's so funny. But a guy has to know how to make a woman come. Like, so guys, like I was saying, guys, it's not just about the dick. It's not just about the size of the dick. It's about her. How safe do you make her feel? How much can you make her feel like she's safe to take her mind off reality for like 2 minutes? Because a woman who feels safe enough to take her mind off of reality for 2 minutes, because you got to understand women and how women work. And women are, people think that men are like, pause, men, I love you guys, but like y'all think y'all the alpha, but the woman is the most protective and aware person ever, because the woman is innately, whether she likes it or not, she is a nurturer, she's a protector, she has that spidey sense, she has intuition. Men have intuition, but women have it. Josh said, how open can you get her? How open can you get her? So really quickly, I'm going to go back to the intuition, but that's a good question. Just for example, I talk about me and babe because that's my point of reference, but it's not many men who could get me open. Like a lot of men say, well, you just like my homeboy. He always tell me, he's like, well, Leanne, you need to learn how to be more sensitive. You need to learn how to be more girly. You need to learn how to be more. I don't need to learn how to be more. I'm just that for the right person. Like, babe, I told him I'm putty. Like I'm a completely different person. Not that I try to be, but I'm open around him. Like I'm shout out to fucking Cedo Dimensions Wide Open. I'm floating wide open type shit. You feel me? But everybody doesn't get you there. But I will say this to any man or any woman, you gotta be open with yourself first. You have to love yourself first, because before I love myself, I couldn't be that. I couldn't be there for him no matter what. And so, like, you got to be able to calm yourself. That's why I say I think it's important to spend time. I think masturbation is important, because women, you should be able to make yourself climax just as much as any man, and really, really climax. Like, and that's also, I feel like it's like a exercise. Like Josh said, we are the protector. We are the protector. And because we are the natural protector, it's like we're in the army. We're already like, we have this drill sergeant, and people don't know that we have this drill sergeant. So state of mind to us. In the army, they say stay alert, stay alive. So to stay, that's how women is. So if a man can make me take my alertness, because when you alert, you got to be aware of everything. So I can't afford to turn off my mind. If a man can make you close your mind and go to another world with him, and you know you can still be safe, that's it. That's how you catch that nut. A nut is all mental. Your body responds to it, but your body can only respond to it when your mind is quiet. Hello, somebody? Josh said you should be able to open yourself up, become comfortable with yourself. Yes, that's why it's important to masturbate. Like my masturbation, and I'm going to be honest with you, my masturbation is so nasty. Like, I am the slut I want to be for my husband when I masturbate. I be talking shit to myself. I be talking shit to the porn. I be like, you nasty white bitch, I see you getting that pussy fucked. I see you nasty hoe. I be getting it with myself. So when I'm whispering in Bay, yeah, you feel that pussy gripping that dick, bitch. Like, yeah, I mean that. Because I'm comfortable with myself. I'm not self-conscious. But a lot of women suppress that. A lot of women be like, oh my God, I can never say that out loud. Or what? But if you can't do that with yourself, how you gonna do that with your spouse? A lot of people are not sexually fucking happy because they not sexually fucking, they ain't happy with they self. Everything starts with self. That nut starts with self. I had to learn that though. Like, I be so, let me tell y'all, I'm so nasty. Every time I take a shower after I masturbate, I be like, I need Jesus. I make myself blush when I masturbate. I be like, oh my God, y'all. But you should feel like that. You should be able to have those intimate moments. And I'll be honest with you, like, little things that I do while I have sex is while I masturbate with myself, I be like, this is okay. I'm allowed to feel this way. I'm allowed to be open. I'm allowed to allow myself to have this type of pleasure. You're allowed to. A lot of people, a lot of women, Jenny said, the shame. Yeah, the shame. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You're allowed to be nasty. And I think some nasty ass shit when I'm masturbating. I be talking nasty to myself. I be like, bitch, yeah, you better play with that pussy. Why not? That's what I want Bay to say to me. How I'm going to train Bay to teach me what I like if I don't know what I like? But this taboo, we don't talk about that shit. We don't like we rather just, and the reality is nobody's going to whoop us. Nobody's going to fuss at us. Like the most dangerous thing you could do right now is love yourself. So love yourself. Do that. Masturbate. And really spend some time with yourself and think about all the nasty things. If you don't know how nasty you want to do, go watch some porn. I watch gay porn. I watch lesbian porn. I watch any kind of porn that I can watch. Give me what you got and I'm going to watch it. I say nobody is going to whoop us. Exactly. But for some reason in our head, we feel like somebody going to whoop us. I know I do. Especially when I be mad. Even now, like, I be putting my little nipple clamps on, and I be looking around like like I'm not in my own house. Like, I be looking around like somebody gonna come and be like, oh, you so nasty, you. But I like them nasty, nasty. I played that song. Like, I like them nasty, nasty. My husband nasty, like me. Like, when he figure out how, because I opened myself up, because I was open with him, when he figured out how nasty I was, he was like, oh my God, you mine, bitch. When a nigga tell you mine, period, he mean that shit. And that was before we ever fucked. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then after we fucked, he was like, like, you mine, like straight face murder eyes. Okay. Josh said, we have to undo the fear imposed on us. Man, that's powerful. We have to undo the fear imposed on us. But we really, we got to be honest with ourselves, because we don't know. Sometimes we don't know the fear that has been imposed on us. I didn't know I was scared to touch myself. I didn't until I started touching myself. And I was so aware that I was just like, y'all, like, what am I afraid of? This is supposed to be what dreams are made of. Like, what am I afraid of? Why am I afraid to pleasure myself? And if I'm afraid to pleasure myself, then I'm definitely afraid to allow myself to be pleasured. You know how much confidence you got to have to let somebody eat your ass? Like, for real, for real? Like, do you know how much confidence you got to have to eat somebody's ass? Like, the asshole is naturally, like, that's where shit come from. Like, that's the things that people don't talk about. But I eat your ass like a bag of groceries with a spoon and a scoop, bitch, if you the right one. Even having your pussy, eating pussy and sucking dick. Listen, let me tell you, that's not. If you a woman and you smelled your pussy on a day when you was like, what the fuck is that? Because if you say you ain't never smelled your pussy and was like, what the fuck is that, bitch, you lying. If you ever had a yeast infection, she said it tastes different though, sweet. And that's the thing, women, you can't have sweet pussy. You can have all of that shit. You can have all of the great shit in the world. But you gotta really take care of your body. That's why physical health is important and all of that stuff. So all of that shit goes into how much confidence do you have to have. Listen, a shit ton, bitch. A shit ton of confidence to get your ass ate. Abso-fucking-lutely. Especially, and then the nastier you get, you be holding the ass cheeks apart like, bitch, I know you eating my ass and I know it's good. It tastes like a watermelon, bitch. That's real. You got to have confidence for that. Everybody, it's just like having confidence when you get a new job. It's just like having confidence when you start a new school. It's just like having confidence. You got to build that muscle. Listen, I be masturbating. Anytime, BIP. And look, we was just talking about God. It be like that, but that's real life. God made us. He know. God, listen, let me tell you, God see you masturbate. Let me tell y'all, and then I'm going to move on to my reading for the day. So y'all know my grandmother just died. She say, next thing you know, you got a stuffy nose. Hell yeah. Like, bitch, I can't breathe. Listen. And it's hard to suck dick when you got a stuffy nose, especially if you nasty, because you got to breathe through the nose. A lot of people don't know how you suck dick that long, because we breathing through the nose, bitch. It's like swimming, bitch. It's like, I'm done. So my little story. So I'm like, look, I masturbate in my office. Y'all know all my secrets. I masturbate in my office. I got a little couch right here. So if you ever see white stains on that couch, it's probably none. I can't wait to get fucked there. That's just, my dream is for Ash to fuck me there. So I'm excited about that. But I also, y'all know my grandmother just died. So I got her program on my desk, and I just be like, every time I masturbate, I be like, ooh, mama, forgive me. I hope you're not watching this. Because your ancestors are with you. God see you playing with your pussy. He do. Sorry, not sorry. He do. Your dead grandfather do, bitch. Everybody see you. They know. But they not going to whoop your ass, though. So there is that. But don't be afraid to pleasure yourself. Don't be afraid to, one, learn how to pleasure yourself so that you can teach the people you want how to pleasure you. Because a lot of times when we have sex, we don't even know what we want. I was just having sex. I didn't know what felt good to me, but I know when I get smashed, somebody got to be playing with the clip while you ramming that thing in. Josh saying, by God, he'll take your climax higher. Listen, I'm going to start praying. Well, I'm going to be like, God, please let me catch this nut. Please. Like, I'm going to be, Ashley going to be like, what the fuck, bitch? I'm going to be going in, like, take me higher. But that's serious. Like, you should be able to have your relationship with God like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you don't, like, you really have to be comfortable with self. You have to be comfortable with God to really be comfortable with anything around you. Hello, somebody. So there's that. And like, I think Tantra, like I love y'all. I really think me and Bay, especially since we, because we don't live around each other, he lives in another state. Like, I feel like we be having tantric sex all the time. Like, it be like some crazy ass stuff. Like, we be having all kind of like text phone sex. Y'all see how them cars flew out? But it is beautiful. Like, I can't explain it. So I agree. Try Tantra. Shout out to John. John, I think you would be like a great tantric shaman. Like, you are Tantra in a person. If Tantra was a person, it would be you. Absolutely. Listen, Josh, she said you can ask Bae what you want to manifest. Listen, that made me want to go get another black and masturbate just now. I was like, ooh, my pussy got wet. Wait. Ooh. And he'll tell me too. Ooh. All right, it's getting spicy in this bitch. Y'all don't even get... Shout out to New Age Ja. Y'all make sure y'all check out. She's a true goddess. Ooh, Ja. Matter of fact, I'm asking you this live. Me and Christy Aphrodite doing something. I want you to be a part of it. I'll text you and tell you what it is, but you got to be a part of it. I've been meaning to text you, but I've been tired. So there's that. But Tantra. Y'all look into Tantra. Learn about Tantra. All right, I'm going to try not to stay on here too long. I got up early so I can get on here and talk to you guys. But I want to read for you really quickly. I just want to give you some messages from Spirit. Because I feel like that's what I'm called to do. Shout out to Esco, y'all. I love Esco. He was like, when you talk about God, you really go in. So, crazy thing, while I shuffle these cards, I went on a mission trip to Reynosa, Mexico when I was 18 years old. And a young lady, Spanish young lady. So, I like I told y'all last week, sabes poquito español. Por favor, is it aprendamos or, yeah, or aprende, I'm learning. So, I was one of the translators. I was a lot better with my Spanish then. I was a very good speaker of Spanish back then. And then, but so we got in this prayer circle. We got, it was, because it was a mission trip. So it was about God, So we get there and we're in this big prayer circle. And this lady starts, she's not speaking Spanish. She's speaking in tongues. And I think of speaking in tongues as being the ability to be able to conversate wherever you go. That's speaking in tongues. Can you speak the native tongue of that person? But she was speaking in a tongue that I was unaware of, and everybody around us was unaware of. But one of the translators came up and was like, y'all already know this fucking waist trainer I got on. Y'all, I stood up and I had no waist. I was like, oh shit, bitch is working. But so the lady said, she said, you're gonna be a preacher like your dad one day. And I was 18 when this lady told me this shit. 18. So this is the Queen of Swords. and a son when I split the deck. But I was 18 when she told me this, and I was like, it's no way in life. I was like, it's no way in life that I'm gonna be a fucking preacher like my dad. No way. It's no way you could pay me, tell me. No way that I would ever do that. Look at me on the fucking internet at 7 o'clock in the morning telling people about how good God is. Listen, I tell people I don't live in definites because of this. I don't live in definites because definites, there's no way you could have told me I would have been, I'd be a preacher, bitch. I'm a preacher. That shit fuck with me. I'm a cussing preacher too. I talk about God and shout out to God, tantric sex, and catching that good nut all in the same voice, all in the same video. This is what we call the Aquarian age, my boys and girls. And my dad's an Aquarius. So there's that. But happy spiritual Saturday. I'm about to try to get these cards. Like I'm shuffling, but I ain't feeling none of these. And y'all know on Saturdays what do? We follow our fucking spirits. So I think I'm gonna take I wanna read from these. Cause they was popping. I'm gonna pull. I maybe only just pull a few cards from these because my spirit right now. I am really called to that fucking Rider-Waite and New English Tarot deck. Not even it was nothing to the 9 of 5 inspiration. I knew it was an inspiration card. All right, we got some ideas. We got some epiphanies. We got some downloads. We got the depths of that shit. All right. I don't know. How y'all doing? How y'all doing on this Saturday while I shuffle these cards? I went over my basic big shit. I got this new clean juice. It's called cacao. If y'all never had it, try it. It's one of my favorite shits ever. All right. I'm just gonna take all of them. The bottom of the deck is the 10 of Pentacles. I got the 9 of Pentacles. And then y'all know I always use this card as the inverse. This deck as the inverse of the New English deck. Just to see if anything comes full circle. Y'all, I really enjoy reading. Like, I really do. Like, I feel like I'm playing Pokemon. I love to watch other readers read as well. I love to see how people read tarot. Like, tarot is nothing that people think that it is. It's not. It's as Jai would say, it's really just a tool. It's a tool in a tool belt, and people use the tools differently. And so it's interesting to see how people use their tools. Let me see. I hope not on ground, but I think so. I got them all. Jai had asked, did something fall out? Yeah, I got it. I think that's what you're asking me. I made sure nothing fell. Boom. All right. So we got the 3 of Wands. Oh, okay. We got the 3 of Wands. This one popped out. That's the bottom of the deck. We got the 10 of Pentacles again. I think we got it. All right. It was at the bottom. Oh no, it's at the bottom of this deck. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all the cards real quick. Okay, because listen, you already know I have my morning edible, Jai. I'm going to show y'all the cards, and then y'all know I got to cook these hoes. I got to see, and I'm going to show y'all the bottom of the deck, and then I'll pull I'll let y'all pick the deck y'all want me to do the oracle card from. So I got the 2 of Emotion. Y'all know this one of my favorite decks. That's the bottom deck of the Muse deck. I got the 10 of Pentacles. And I got the fucking 3 of Wands. So even in that, you got something that's coming, that's grounded, that you brought to fruition, that's going to have you all of your feelings. I'm just in my feelings. It's not a bad thing, babe. Like, it's going to be abundant. It's going to be abundant. It's going to be like a stripper. It's going to be raining blessings on your ass. God's got a blessing with your name on it. With your name on it. Type shit. That type of shit. And I'm just telling you from the cards. I'm just telling you from that. So let me pull these cards out. Let me just look at them and I'll show them to you. This part. All right, so we got the Page of Emotions. We got the Knight of Inspiration. We got the Eight of Cups. We got the Page of the Nine of Materials. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Did she say that pastor came out? The 10 of Wands. And let me tell you, while I'm showing you these cards, so I was always taught a woman should never be a pastor. She could only be a preacher. And so first off, my dad's a pastor. I would never want to be a pastor. But that was just a little Southern conversation for you. That's something that I was taught. Then we got the Strength card. Then we got the Three of Cups. Then we got the 10 of Pentacles. Then we got another Knight of Pentacles. God damn. Then we got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Cups. We got a lot of 10s. This is a lot of new beginnings. And it's in the cards. It's in the cards. And it's in the cards. And the cards saying it. And then we got the 5 of Swords. I love I want to read the 5 of Swords 2 ways. But let me look at how these cards moving for me. Matter of fact, I'm going to just read them how I pick them up. So, you had to make a move that was strategic. You have to, you will, you might, but you had to make a move that's strategic. You had to make a head over heart, she said wild 310s upheaval. You had to make a head over, that was Jai. You had to make a head over heart move. You had to make a boss move. You had to make a strategic move. You had to make I'm going to call this, I don't dance now. I make money moves. You made a money move. And it's crazy. So really quickly, when I say money move, you could have done something that changed the way that you look at money, because you done something that changed the way that you look at money. The way you receive money is differently. Or you could have just got a job. When I say a money move, that means anything. You made a change in your life that's gonna affect generations, even though you may not see that thing. But in my life, in my reality, I'ma see that shit. But just an example of what I mean when I say you made a money move. I don't dance now. I make money move. You made a money move. And money moves, let me tell you, we know if you go back and watch my Christy Aphrodite video, boss shit, money moves not easy. They hard. You gotta really did make money moves and conquer the 5 and yeah, you made a money move. And because you made a money move, I'm about to show you. That's how I know this a money move. This is another example of, if we bringing this whole conversation full circle, you don't know that this is a money move. This don't look like a money move to you. But God, I see what's on the table. You don't really see, even if you see the cards, that in front of you, you don't know how I'm about to read these cards. So you see the cards, but you don't really know how it go together. It's better than you think it is. You think you got some good cards, but it's coming together. Hello, somebody? So you made a money move. And ever since you made that money move, little blessings been coming to you from every angle, quick. Little small reminders, little small synchronicities. It's coming from the left. It's coming from the right. It's coming up. It's coming from down. It's coming from everywhere. That's how you know you made a money move. It don't look like a money move. And you be like, God, you sure I made the right move? And God was like, here, let me show you. Let me give you this little. Let me send you 222. Let me send you 111. Let me go ahead and help you find that dollar on the floor. Let me give you that phone call that make you smile. Let me have somebody call you and give you the same affirmation that you just said to yourself in your head. Let me give you this little blessing. Let me give it to you from every angle. Let me give it to you from the front, back, and side, my friend. You deserve to be fucked good from every angle. That's what God said. All right? And we talked about freeing ourselves. We talked about moving. It's just like this is the page of emotions. And so it stirred something up on the inside of you when you made that money move. Hello, somebody? It stirred. Look at her. This bitch got octopus belly, bitch. She got a little universe inside of her, bitch. You see, look at this. She got some growing, that's green, that's fertility. She got sunlight. And that sunlight is not only, it's coming from a root to a toot, bitch. It's from here to here. It's from a gut to a heart. That passion was born. That passion was, she opened. We open Slow motion. Fucking shout out to Cedo head ass. She open. She open now. This shit, this money move you made opened you the fuck up. And you're open to receive. Now you can see the blessings. You can see what you where blessings once weren't, they are. The things that you didn't notice that were already there, you now see, and you see them, and it's open. It got you open. And bitch, it make you feel like this. It make you feel like this, my friend. Like, and you feel wild and free, open. Like the sky's the limit. This is your brain. This is all the excitement. This is all the power, the thoughts, the magic exploding from you, and you feel like this. You're like, oh, I never knew I could be this free. I never knew this was inside of me. I never knew there's a universe inside of you. You never knew there was a fucking universe inside of you. But it only happened, why? Because you made this money move. And you thought this money move was going to make you feel another way, but it didn't. You walked into a blessing, bitch. Let me show you. You walked into, you was strategic, and you walked away to somebody give you something. When you walked away, the moment you turned your foot to make the money move, blessing was right there. You try to turn another way, a blessing was right there. You try to go forward, a blessing was right there. You try to just turn and look back, and a blessing was right there. But because you made that money move. All right. I'm sorry. I'm feeling myself. It's, the word is with me today. All right. So, shout out to Boss Baby Jess. I saw her read this card and I thought it was a phenomenal. She was like, you have 10 ones. Like, this not a burden. This your harvest. Like, just from making that money move, you didn't went out that quick and got a harvest, and you didn't went picked your harvest. It came so fast. Now you gotta come inside, put it down so you can go get some more. You got more. God gave you a blessing that was so big that you can't bear it. You can't carry it. You gotta put it down to go get the rest of it. Hello? You harvesting shit that you walked away to harvest. Your money move made you harvest shit. Look at how big this shit. This shit bigger than him. Your blessings bigger than you. Your magic bigger than you. It's so much magic. You like, God, what I'm going to do with all this magic? Do you see this shit? How am I supposed to carry all this magic? How am I supposed to carry all this good shit? I didn't know that this was the move I made. I didn't know that this was going to feel like. This is not a burden. People will have you believe it's a burden. And to the untrained eye, to the not king, to the not empress, to the not goddess, this look like a burden. And that keep the right people away. It's the right camouflage. Because they think that it's a burden. If you think something a burden, you're not going to go to it. You're going to walk away from it. Good, because I don't need you trying to come steal my blessings any fucking way, bitch. God say, I'll never give you more than you could bear. I'm giving you this so that you could, listen. The stronger you are, my boy, the more blessings you can carry. You don't wear out so fast. You can go in the house, drop these hoes down, and then come get some more. Go in the house, drop these hoes down, and then go get some more. Hello, somebody? And it's going to rain blessings on you. Like, this you going in the house, dropping it down, go and get some more. Going in the house, drop it down, go and get some more. This all you got. But to other people, this what it looked like, this what it really is. So, and we go all the way back to the very, very beginning, and I talked about being in the armor of God. This is what the armor of God look like. This is the thing that camouflages you to keep people away from you so they won't realize that this is what you got and try to take it. It look like a burden to the wrong person, but to the right motherfucking person, it's this. This walked away. It looked like this. When you walked away from it, it looked like this, but you didn't really realize that it was this. But I did. I saw it. God see it. You make sure you keep yourself in the whole armor of God. In the whole armor of God. Don't care what it look like. If people think you look like you ain't got it. If people look like, make it think like you working too hard. If people make it, you just smile behind the people. Why do you smile when your world is crumbling down? I said, here's my secret. Hey, when I want to cry, I take a look around and I see that I'm getting by. When they ask you why you carrying all them burdens, because they don't know that it's really this. All they see is this. All they see is the car in front of them. They don't understand what God's doing. But you do. So that's that, my friend. Then we got the Three of Cups. And well, the Three of Cups is the thing that speaks for itself. Like, they turn. She with her friends, and they out partying in bed home, probably watching TV or some shit. Or that's her family and her friends. Like, they just turned, they like, whatever it is, they not worried about this. They celebrating this. They celebrating the fruit of their labor. And you're right, 3. So we got 3, but we got 3 tens. Grounded. Get grounded. Stay grounded. So keep making money moves. Let that always nurture. If we go back to today's spiritual check-in, always nurture yourself, because when you nurture yourself, nobody else, you don't require anybody else for this light. And if you feel like you free, baby girl, you free the sky. Look at that. That it's like fireworks, the ideas, the things, the downloads, the informations, the blessings, all of it's coming to you at one time, and you should be open to receive like this. And we going back to BBC. I'm open to receive the dick like this. Take me. Tell God, take you. Tell your blessings, take you. And it's crazy because even look at this. It's fireworks here. You made this money move. Look at how basic these fucking fireworks is. These fireworks, they look sad and droopy. They like basic fireworks, like they might have came from the 99-cent fireworks store. But when you walked away, look at the fireworks you went to. Look at this shit. This firework look 3D. Right now, you think it's going to come out the string and firework on you, bitch. You made a money move. A strategic money move. Strategic money moves are not easy. Relish in that. You got the strength to do it. You got the strength to do it. That's what I'm saying, John. Like basic fireworks. This, you're like, oh, I love the big one. That's what I'm telling you. You thought you like these fireworks, but then you see, oh shit, these the fireworks I get, bitch. I know you lying, God. A gold ball. We getting gold. Like, look at this. This is a golden ass card. Hello, somebody. In the midst of the darkness. I'm a stallion, baby. Strike voice, bitch. And this could be that nut. This the kind of look. If we go back to BBC, you see how flaky this nut is. This orgasm is. This bitch kind of this one of them hoes that's pretending to come. That's what her orgasm look like. This is how it feel when you catch that nut. When you gotta look at baby after you have sex and wonder if he gonna ever have sex with you again, because you kind of was a demon, just like you had a slight possession. You weren't yourself. You're not yourself when you catch that nut. You know? But that's that. So I'm about to pull some oracle cards for you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. What time is it? I'm not doing too bad. I'm gonna try to keep it short, but I don't know how to keep it short. I be trying to keep it short. The one lady told me, she said, Leanne, don't try to. We love to hear you talk, darling. I be nervous. When you was told all your life you talk too much. You never shut up. When you was told all your life you talk too much, it make you. But I guess if we talking about being a spiritual war, it had to be put in me as a child. If my gift and my purpose, if my thing to change the world was to talk a lot, of course I had to be taught not to speak. But that might be too deep for you. What's poppin', Elaine? I think that's your name, boo. I think that's your name. So I'm gonna pull one of each of these. I don't know. If I feel red to lead them, I'll lead them. If I feel red to lead them, I'll lead them. If I feel led Josh says that's what. Shout out to you, Annette. Thank you so much. You always bless me. One day I'm gonna remember to put my my Cash App down there, but I don't be giving a fuck about that shit. But thank you so much, my love. But Josh said that's what happens when you're Mercury dominant. Happy spiritual Saturday, love. I'm doing some oracle cards. Stick around. This gotta be for you. I am, and look, Mercury in retrograde, but it's retrograde in Gemini, so it's really working for me in my benefit job because I've been having a lot of meetings, and while other people are fumbling, and because I am aware of what's going on, hold on, I'm gonna put my cash up here. I think I remember how to do it from last week, but one of the things, like, because I am, thank you so much, thank you, but because I am so dominant and I am aware, the meetings I get to have are phenomenal. Like because I plan and I prepare. And you want to know what? I owe that to you because I had no clue that I didn't think of myself as being look, it's not even working for me, y'all. I didn't think of myself as being Mercury dominant or Virgo dominant because that 10th house is in Mercury. Y'all, it's not working for me, but it's up there. You scroll through the comments to find it. So that happened. But this Mercury has also been kicking my ass as well. So there's that too. I'm a higher me 79 said I'm Mercury dominant too. Shouts out to you. Oh, thank you. Listen, so I got a quick question for you while I shuffle these cards. How do you YouTube, you got to get this. I'm reading the question so y'all can get it. But how do you feel about this Mercury retrograde? Like, is it good for you or is it a little bit tough for you? Because I'm a scientist. We all scientists here, most of us. And if you're not, that's okay. Some of us are more nerdier than others. But how has it been treating you? Has it affected you? Have you felt an effect in any way? I want to know. And hopefully Jai's still here because she would love, like, I know she would love to know. Like, she is, like, she's one of my teachers, so I know she's interested as well. I feel better with Saturn. Okay, I can see that. Let's go to fear. What you mean by that, Jai? My world, what's your do you know your chart? Like, what's your most dominant sign? Mercury retrograde helps the work. Okay, let's go. It helps let go of fear. That makes sense, and it did. It absolutely did. I was definitely able to show up as myself in my workload, Jai. I was born Mercury retrograde, so I'm in a comfort zone. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm Mars dominant. My moon, Mars, and Venus are in Gemini. Oh, so Venus is in Gemini right now, I believe. So how does that feel for you for it to be natally placed right now? And Mars is, and you say you're Mars dominant. My moon, Mars, and Venus are in Gemini. Okay, so your Mars is in Gemini. Oh, I wouldn't want to have a Mars in Gemini. I feel like you probably come off way more bipolar than you should. Just the humans, not that you are, but you might. And your moon is in Gemini. How does that moon in Gemini, especially with this retrograde, how does that do? How is that treating you? Saturn rules fear. Ooh, I never thought about it like that. Look, now the cards won't pop over for a bitch. I always thought about Saturn ruling like work, but Saturn rules fear. Ooh, okay. You're a Taurus. Oh, you said you're Taurus ruled. Okay. Ooh, Taurus and Gemini. Okay, so you said, my world, you said this Mercury retrograde it's been smooth for you? Okay, having the gas let off, let's go to fear. I absolutely feel that, Jai. Look, I'm getting caught up. I have the Sun, Venus, Jupiter, Lilith all in Taurus. Okay, well, your Venus is definitely at home in Taurus. So you're really pretty. I feel like anybody with something natally at home is really pretty, and it doesn't beautiful in the sense of what a Greek god would think of pretty. So you're a detail oriented person. You have to have things a certain way. Jupiter and Lilith. I have Jupiter and Lilith in Cancer. Ooh, you watch your relationships, my love. You can't let people take care of you. Jupiter and Lilith conjunct. Ooh, that's a dangerous placement. Hopefully you are at a point in your life where you just learn to let things go, especially with it being in Taurus, because mine is in Cancer and it's stubborn. So I know in Taurus is stubborn. Let folk go. Fuck people. If they don't treat you like you know you deserve to be treated, all the pleasure you allow, then you deserve. Fuck them people. Said Mercury retrograde always works itself out. Doesn't require much thought. That's very true. This Mercury retrograde has been rough. Car shit, family arguments, general misunderstandings. But so BIP or BIP, the thing about Mercury retrograde is you know that, and that's the thing about being in like the spiritual community. You know that that's going on. You know what's going on. So because you know what's going on, you know how to react. Now it may be hard to not watch the people you love react a certain way, because they're unfortunately not awakened, but you have to allow them to go through whatever they go through, and you can't get in the middle of it. This is a time to protect your peace, because you got to let them work that out. You can't make their lives for them. I don't know if that's something you're trying to do, but just always keep that in mind. I have a good Virgo stellium as well. Okay, we on the same higher me. So you ain't good. You ain't good. You comfortable right now. Yes, that Saturn. Saturn is fear, death, time, and restriction. Okay, I was thinking of Saturn as just one thing, like restriction or discipline. Neptune is also death. I see Neptune a little bit differently. The planet is sneaky, but anyways, off topic. Back to the Mercury messenger. All right. I'm gonna stop reading because I feel like I'll be here forever. Okay. All right. I'm almost finished picking out cards. I thank you guys. I really enjoyed that. Like, I'm such a nerd and I don't get to talk nerdy shit all the time. All right. So that one, and then I'm gonna read one of these cards because these cards have been really. All right. That's the one that came out. That's the one we're going to take. So, all right. Shout out to everybody. Welcome YouTube. Listen, if you want to catch us live, you want to catch me live, you got to catch me on YouTube. I get on Instagram live and record these as well. So that's how you catch us if you want to catch us live. Yeah, my grandmother, a lot of folks who've lost their parents. I know a young lady who just lost her dad. You know, my parents, but my grandmother died before then. We kind of knew she was going, but Neptune is the benevolent, but it is the dissolver. Whew. Okay. I think of Neptune as being like, you know, when Shaggy and Scooby in the back of the, I just shuffled these cards, so something else must want to come out. All right. And that card came back up, so that card must have wanted to come out. But I think of Shaggy and Scooby when they in the back of the mystery van and all the smoke come out. That's what I think. And the thing about Shaggy and Scooby, no matter how high they are, they still functional and they end up catching a monster. So Mercury is my Mercury is in Cancer, as in my and your sun is in Cancer. So you and Jai probably I love Cancers. Like, people give Cancers a bad rap. I heard y'all nymphos. Hey, let's fuck some. But other than that, like, that's the only bad thing I ever hear about a Cancer. And and when I say that very archetypically, very ignorantly. I know all Cancers aren't the same. I feel like the sun. I feel like Saturn can create safe containers or restrictive spaces, and I think that's the key to mastering Saturn, is to make it create safe containers and not restrictive spaces. It's becoming aware that it can do either, but consciously choosing to make it safe containers. That's very, very insightful, BIP. You never seen Neptune coming. Right. You never seen Neptune coming. Factuals. All right. So, I'm gonna show y'all these cards. I'm not gonna read any of these cards. I'm only gonna read this tribal card to you guys today. She said, that's my reading when Saturn protects you. Where Saturn protects you from Neptune. Ooh. Saturn, absolutely. Even if we're talking about gods, and we're going back to Saturn is the armor of God, and it's protecting you from Neptune. Yeah, we're about to do some oracle cards. I'm about to read the oracle cards. What's popping? Welcome back. But we having a quick monologue about the planets and how they work. Mercury in the 6th house conjunct Sun, Chiron, Jupiter. in Cancer. Mercury. I think that, so the way I read that is every time you heal a wound of yourself, you get something and it feels good to you. Because I read planets a little bit differently, but so I understand how they work, and so I learned about conjunctions and stellium. I don't know if any of these are conjunct or stellium, but they all in the same house, and I feel like your wins in life come from you learning your valuable lessons and healing yourself. Every time you learn yourself, you heal yourself, something good comes to you. And I would, if I was you, because you have that cancer, I feel like I think Jai is a perfect cancer for me. Like it's like a subtle sedation. It's like a serene. It's like a steady flow of morphine. But not outside morphine, self-induced morphine. So the more you get rid of your issues, I don't know about your aspects and things like that. That affects a lot of things. So you may have some help, or you may have some harder areas to work on. But the reality is, the more that you motherfucking let go of the wounds and the childhood past stuff that you have, the better the reward. And because of where it's placed in your chart, the reward will feel so much better to you. Like, it's like the more you step into yourself, your truth and your authenticity, and the more you heal from the societal programming, the happier you'll be. See, I have a Cancer stellium in the 12th house. Like, Jai, I really think of you as walking morphine. Like, I really do, and I hope that you can tap into that. Like, if you haven't already, I hope that you can really tap into like that get to that, unlock that stage in your brain, because that's who you are. And I feel like the more you become that, the better you, like, the freer you become. And you already free, so that's crazy. I'm excited for you in your whole life. You just don't even know. Yesterday when I saw you, I was with your. I was like, oh, she got the mic out today. Your girl say she did not come to play with you hoes. She ain't come to play with you hoes. She served. You served. So there's that. All right, y'all. I'm getting off the topic, and y'all know I gotta go to work. Look. Let me clock in. Fucking with y'all. I'm gonna clock in, and then I'm going to and then I'm gonna read these cards for you. Then I'm gonna run for the day because I got some business to take care of. Thank you guys for kicking it with me on this beautiful Saturday morning. Happy Spiritual Saturday. But on Spiritual Saturdays, what do? We follow our spirit. I'm going to try to tighten this ship up a lot more, and do more, but it's only me. So, like, in this Pluto retrograde, I am really organizing myself. I'm really putting myself into those containers and organizing them like a Stepford wife. So that I can just pull what's needed out as I need it. And Pluto retrograde really helps with that. And even the Saturn retrograde for me. And being able to have this Mercury retrograde in the sign that, because I am, as Jai would say, very Mercury dominant, it's really beneficial to my thoughts, how I think things out, how I speak things out, how I organize things. So I'm in a good place right now. Right now is a really good time to use the energies to my benefit. This is a pivotal building moment for me in my life. And to not take advantage of these energies would be asinine. So I really am. So I'm organizing. I'm in a place of, hey, what's popping all the way from the Netherlands? I hope my accent ain't too crazy for you. So I don't know, 1503. Somebody tell me what 1503 is. Listen, I should know this. I need to get a world clock, but I don't have one. I'm working. So, like, if I be patient with me, like, as a part of being in a neighborhood. If anybody don't know very much about me, I'm the neighborhood hope dealer. And I have my own platform. I have my own YouTube. Look it up. I spell neighborhood very weird, but I'll tag myself in this video. You get to see the behind the scenes of the things that I do in my life in the neighborhood. So there is that. Okay, 3 p.m. Okay. So it's only 9. It's only 9:04 a.m. here, boo. So there's that. That's who I am. But that's what I'm doing. But I'm learning. And I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, I'm gonna read these cards to y'all. Then I'm gonna go because y'all know I've been talking and I gotta fucking work. Let me make sure I clocked in because slow and steady wins the race. I learned to slow down for everything. So make sure you use the time, use the energies to your benefit. Learn about them in your planet. Learn about them in your chart. Listen. I can't do it right now. I don't have time, but Jai, listen, New Age Jai, you want somebody to help you with those things, man, she's phenomenal. I'm going to always plug her, and it really is beneficial. So right now, I'm planning, plotting, and strategizing, and you'll see when the planets align another way, then then I'll use those energies appropriately as well. So there's that. All right, so bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, my friends, says play, have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Y'all saw it in the cards. I wish I would have kept the cards down here, but y'all saw it in the cards. It say play, celebrate, have fun. Don't be so serious because that burden not really what it looked like. It's not really what it looks like, my friends. It says council of light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. And that goes back to I need a chart reader. New Age Jai. I have tons of notes in mind, but need confirmation. New Age Jai, I'll make sure I put her in the comments. Or if I don't, like, go to my page because I be forgetting to do shit. I really do. I turn into one of them people. But New Age Jai, Jai is spelled J-A. So New Age J-A. I think it might be a space. If you type it in the search, you should find her. And she's also been commenting here. The Janice Gabriel, her. Check her out. All right. So she's phenomenal and she'll really help you. Like whatever her bang is worth it. Like it's awesome. And she'll teach you how to use the energies to your benefit like I'm doing, like with this Pluto and like and it's bigger than this because it even extends out as far as relationships and how you really need to move and what's the pivotal times for so many things. So there you go, New Age Job. So that part. All right. So it says council of light, divine orchestrations, helpers in the subtle realm. So that's that. Remember when if you've been here, the Knight of Pentacles coming from every angle. That's the subtle helpers from every realm. It's that seeing that 111 right when you need to see it, or somebody calling and giving you that confirmation right on the money. So that's the subtle reminder, subtle helpers. Like you see how this whole thing is just tying together, my friends. The great gathering is all coming together for your good. Intuitive hits soul tribe. This everything fucking ties together. That money move. It's all coming together for your good. It might not have seemed like it when you walked away, but I showed you. You saw the end of the reading. You didn't know what the end of the reading was before. You just saw that walk away that didn't look as good as it was, but it's all coming together for your good. So just trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? What would you do if this song was at home? You already know I love to sing that song, but what would you do if you knew you were supported? What would you do if you knew everything that you do was gonna work out for your good? Every move you make, every step you take, what would you do? It says who or what is triggering you. And as you take this journey, as you go through this journey, don't ever forget to stop. Thank you, Jai. Don't ever forget to stop and question yourself and reflect on yourself and always ask yourself how you can grow, because you're going towards something that's so powerful. But one of the biggest things is with people, one of the biggest problems is with people, power is the most dangerous drug. Not coke, not love, not sex, not any of that. Power. And so a lot of people get power. A lot of people get that blessings, those blessings on blessings on blessings. And they become power hungry. They forget where they come from. They start to treat people poorly. They try to take over other people. The one thing that will always keep you from that is reflecting, remembering, always going back to where you came from. And having a team of people around you, the great gathering, the council of light, all of that shit, having all those things around you to remind you who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. If you don't have a purpose for why you're doing what you're doing, you'll get caught up in that. You'll get caught up in the hype, my friend. Caught up in the rapture, my boy. And then all you did was for naught, because you can fuck up a blessing. A lot of people don't know that. So there's that. All right, so let me read my little card. I wanted to pull one of these cards for you because y'all, I decided, and I'm not a oh y'all, I got this waist trainer on, so y'all already know my titties sit low, and listen, you already know it's scratching my nipples. So I decided that my husband was a fucking Egyptian god from a past life. Like I know shit, I'm not fucking with you. Um like I had a memory, but it's not a memory, or a daydream or something of like Anubis or some shit. Like, and I was like, oh, this nigga a fucking Egyptian king, and I was his wife, bitch. So if you know anything about me, you know I love Egypt. I love Egypt a lot. It's one of like, even as a child for my history project, what I did was I built the King Tut, his tombstone. Like, if you know how it was made, like how the sarcophagus, I think that's what you call them, like how they are in pyramids and in the room and the chambers that they're in. I built that shit. Like, I think I've been in love with history since. Like, I've been in love with Egyptian history since. I love hieroglyphs. I love all of that stuff. Like, even with my Libra scales, so this is in the Egyptian culture. Y'all know I'm a nerd. In the Egyptian culture, the gods determine whether you're going to heaven or hell, or whether you'll be able to get reincarnated. They weigh your heart against a feather. If the heart and the feather are balanced, then you can get another life, or you'll make it to the next realm. But if they're not, then you won't make it, and you'll be stuck inside your sarcophagus forever. And the idea is your heart should have been as light as a feather in this world. So, like, that's a tattoo I always wanted to get. I told my nanny I was going to get this tattoo. And so I love the fact that I have, I think of Venusian and Egyptian goddess and Greek goddesses. I think of them all the same. I think they all had the same type. Like, Egyptians was the black Greek goddesses. Like, if or gods, if I can say that. Like, if that makes sense. If I can make an analogy. So I've always been infatuated with it. I got Libra. I have the Libra moon, which makes sense. And the representation for that is scales. And then that takes me down a whole rabbit hole of nerdiness. But all of that to say, I love Egyptian stuff. So this is an Egyptian inspired deck. And so the card that popped out, I'm gonna read a little bit of this one, and I'll read the Indian card, and I'm gonna go, because y'all know I've been on here too long. I don't like to be on here too long, but it's Saturday, and what do we do on Saturday? I follow my spirit. It says, I am peaceful. Shout out to the fucking peace dealer for putting this crazy ass team together. I benefit with gratitude. I catch that nut with gratitude, my friend. I catch it. I just think, God, thank you for this nut, my friend. Thank you. All right. I know this book is up here. I literally just saw it. Sorry, guys. What's poppin'? Welcome. Happy Spiritual Saturday. It must not be up here. It must not be meant to be read. But, so, that part, that's what Spirit be doing. Spirit be like, you can't find it. It ain't meant to be read. Is it up there? Nope. And I know it's around here because I know I just seen it. Be like that sometimes. All right, so I'm going to read the turquoise lady. The turquoise changing woman. I can't say this name, so I'm going to show it to you. I just been on here fucking off with y'all. Y'all know I gotta pay my fucking bills. This would allow me to just get on here and get y'all this shit for free. Just cause. Why not? Y'all gotta make sure I hit that clock. Y'all can't be letting me fuck up like that. All right. Turquoise changing woman. All right. I am the turquoise moon mother, and I come to you now with a message of change. This may be change you want or change you fear, but either way, I will show you to use this change to become stronger, wiser, and more empowered to fulfill your divine destiny. Do not fear changes around you and within you. I am trust in timing of what's happening in my world. Listen, if this ain't tied all these cards together, if this ain't tied this whole reading together, I know I'm lying. I know you lying. I know we both lying. If you say this, if you say I ain't what I am, if you say when I tell you I'm the motherfucking oracle, you don't fucking believe me, you got beef with me, I don't even need you around me, because bitch, I know you watch me shuffle all these cards. I know you see how this fucking message tied together, but I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking a little shit to them. I'm gassing myself. I'm just letting myself fucking know what what did I say? What I enjoy about myself. Well, what I appreciate about myself. I appreciate that I am what I say I am, no matter what they say I am. In the paper, the news every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam. Slim Shady voice, bitch. All right, I'm gonna finish reading. Change is upon you. It is essential for your continual growth, and you do not need to fear it. As you follow this change, remain steadfast in your spiritual connection. Didn't I tell y'all stay covered in the armor of God? Stay covered in the armor of God. All right. This gives you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance. And you will find ways to navigate the shift so that your life improves through the process. If you are thinking of making a change, you are encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Be open and do your part to the best of your ability, but also in tune with a sense of divine timing, asking the universe for help and allowing life to unfold according to its own rhythm of creative, loving intelligence. All right, so it tells me how to pronounce this name. It says Estan At Lahi. Estan At Lahi. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can say. Because if I say it fast, I'm gonna choke on my tongue. The turquoise moon goddess of the Navajo, known as the changing woman. She is always changing, yet never dies. Welcome, happy spiritual Saturday. As she begins to age and simply turns to walk to the east, the direction of the rising sun and beginnings, where she is renewed. Her blessings are for nourishment, renewal of energy, and new beginnings. She brings hope. She reminds us that life is constantly renewing itself around and within us. We can always begin again in a spiritual renewal. In the face of loss or destruction, her presence brings comfort, hope, and peace, so that rather than losing faith and giving up because we feel defeated, we have the courage to continue to fight. We have the courage to continue to fight for what matters. With refreshed reserves of energy and enthusiasm. If we are struggling with change, either too much of it or perhaps too little of it, Essie, that's what we're gonna call her, comes to us with reassuring guidance. When something is in need of repair, Great Spirit knows how to restore it. When something needs to end, Great Spirit will show you the way to empty ourselves of the past so that we can prepare for the new. When there is lack or deprivation, the abundance and generosity of the universe shall bring fullness. We do not need to fear change, whether wanted or unwanted. We just need to trust in God and loving works and the loving workings of the universe. Este reminds us of the divine feminine wisdom of power, which expresses itself in life, always flowing, always changing, and always evolving. We belong to life and can trust in it. Evolution is not always easy. Oftentimes, it requires tremendous courage of heart and inner strength. Yet, the turquoise moon mother will help us respond to any change in a way that increases love, light, wisdom within us and the world. Turquoise changing woman is also known as the conqueror of monsters and the bringer of blessings, especially when we feel that we are under attack or lacking something we need. She teaches us that it is safe to rest our unconditional faith in divine grace. We make our efforts as wholeheartedly as we can, but in the gap between what we can do and what we need to do, what needs to be accomplished for beauty, peace, and healing to happen on this planet, divine grace is there. Divine grace is there as the bridge, the catalyst of miracle worker. Grace does not do work for us, but it does empower our efforts and assist us in fulfilling our purpose in ways the mind can rarely anticipate. Grace is the invisible and empowering hand of Great Spirit reaching for us daily. Turquoise Moon Mother watches over us with the reminder that we are not alone and that the divine is our creative partner in all pursuits. We only need ask for help to be given, to realize that it's already there, waiting for us to receive it. So it says, find a comfortable place and sit quietly. Your name means grace. So Grace, this one's for you, mama. I hope you heard that. Rerun this one for yourself. It says, find a comfortable place to sit quietly. Say out loud, through unconditional love, I am blessed and empowered to grow through change. All that I need to evolve into the next expression of my divine destiny is generously provided for me. I surrender into divine blessings for renewal now, open to receive my highest good, so be it. I'm going to read it again, okay? It says, through unconditional love, I am blessed and empowered to grow through change. All that I need to evolve into the next expression of my divine destiny is generously provided for me. I surrender into divine blessings for renewal. Now, open to my highest good, so be it. All right. I'm going to hold the card up. It says, hold the card up and then gaze into the moon behind the goddess. Reflect on her image in a way that you can find, in a way that her thumb gently brings focus to her forehead. And with her palm facing upwards, she reaches to the ground beneath her. Here she bestows blessings. Take a moment to center yourself in your heart. Are you open and willing to receive divine blessings? Can you allow yourself to become more clear and receptive, trusting in what will be granted? When you are ready, you may ask the mirror. As to mirror the pose depicted. When you are ready, you may wish to mirror the pose depicted image in the card by placing your own thumb on your forehead for a few moments to extend your right arm out, palm facing upwards. You don't have to think. All you need to do is breathe. I just told you guys today, you don't need to think. All you need to do is breathe. Allow. We just talked about allowing. We talking about that mental orgasm. We talking about that spiritual orgasm. We talking about all of them type of orgasms. This card is saying, allow the universe to give you a spiritual orgasm that you never had. Allow it to be those fireworks that went from lazy faking fireworks to, damn, do you see that beautiful ball of gold? Let it be that. Allow your gaze to become soft and diffused. And when you are ready, close your eyes and relax. Stay in a relaxed state for as long as feels right to you. You may wish to chant, to meditate, or even fall asleep. When you are ready, awaken and ground yourself with some physical movement. And then the healing process will be done. So I will show you this card. And it says to gaze into the moon behind it. All right, YouTube. I'm right at an hour 30 minutes. I be talking. You talk too much. You never shut up. All right, guys. And my last card that I forgot to show you guys is have you answered your deepest calling? Warrior woman. One of my things is I'm salty because I really want to help men. Like, it was a good conversation today, especially in BBC, and we really talked to men about sex and like, it's stuff that men really need to hear, but I can't seem to get a male audience. So I'm working on that. I'm working on that, guys. I told y'all this Pluto in retrograde. I'm really working on it. But happy spiritual Saturday. Thank you for everybody who popped up and popped through, who kicked it with me for as long as I've been fucking talking about this shit. This was a good read. Let me give you some quotes. I love a good quote. I live by a good quote. So of course I got quotes. It says, if you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. There's no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It is why you were born and how you become the most truly alive. I'm trying to remember who I was talking to. The young lady with Chiron, with Lilith. No, with Chiron and Cancer. That card was for you. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Build a fucking door. You must do the thing that you think that you cannot do. Do the thing that you can't. When you do the thing that you think that you cannot do, that'll be your money move. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. And I think that'll do it, guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with me on this Saturday. Shout out to New Age Job. You looking for a reader? Make sure you check her the fuck out. She's excellent with charts, and right now is the perfect time to get it done. This is a time of immense time of growth and change. So these we have some really potent energies that you could really use to change your life. So if you need somebody to look at your chart and say, okay, hey, I heard they got this juicy in the air right now. How can I change my life? Like look at my planets and tell me what I could do that's beneficial for me right now in my life. New Age Job, check her out. All right, it says boundaries. What do you need to establish better boundaries for? And the ever unfolding rose, cracked opening. It's happening to you. It's happening for you, not to you. All right, y'all, be blessed. Happy Spiritual Saturday. And I'll talk to you guys next week.